Hey everyone, I'm Mine, and this is set number 71745, Lloyd's Jungle Chopper Bike from the LEGO Ninjago theme. This set contains 183 pieces, 3 minifigures, and retails for $19.99 in the US. This is an all-new set coming in March 2021, which was sent to me early by the LEGO Group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. Before I get started, I'd just like to ask you guys to please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm doing reviews of all 5 of the new Ninjago March 2021 sets, as well as some other really cool stuff coming in a couple of days. So by liking and subscribing, you'll help support the channel, and you'll see those videos as soon as they come out, and I would greatly appreciate it. But with all that out of the way, let's get on to the review. So here is Lloyd's Jungle Chopper Bike, and to me this really feels like a two-wheeled, bigger version of the Jungle Raider from last year. It's a Lloyd vehicle, it has jungle in the name, it has like this little suspension feature, and it's got the same sort of seat design. It's weird to see two sets with such similar features like releasing within a year of each other. However, this set does set itself apart by having this little sail on it, being a bike instead of a car, and also the overall color scheme of it is far different from that set. First off, I just want to express one of my somewhat concerns with this set is that it's very easy to tip over. I've cut out a lot of it falling over, but it does fall over quite easily with just the slightest of knocks. This could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you're looking at it. If your goal with this set is to play with it, this allows for like a wider range of motion, right? You can tilt it on its side and still have the wheels against the ground, so you can have it go from side to side just like this. But if your goal is just to display it on the shelf and you accidentally knock the shelf, then it's very easy to fall over, and as someone who's more of a collector nowadays, that isn't a great thing for me. But I do acknowledge LEGO is a toy first, and as a toy, this does work pretty well. One of my favorite things about this build is the overall color scheme. It uses a lot of sand green combined with a little bit of dark green. Sand green's a color we've never really seen used for Lloyd that much. I guess he had it on his dragon in the Ninjago movie, but he tends to use the standard like flat green on his vehicles, so this one being in sand green does make it stand out a bit. I believe these wheel pieces are new, but if they aren't, I've never seen them before. They're quite interesting with this like somewhat triangular design on the inside. They also protrude out from the wheels ever so slightly. And despite using different tires, they use the same actual wheel piece in the front and back. The cockpit of the vehicle is very simple. It's just got this like rising bar right here, very similar to the Jungle Raider from last year. And on the inside, there's this little slope with a stickered piece that says 50. I assume that's the speed that Lloyd is going at the moment. Got some stickered pieces on the side. There's some text right there. I'm not positive what that says. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. And on the other side, there's a very similar design, but without the text and a little symbol instead. Got some golden pipe pieces on the bottom, some golden blades coming out the back, a little turret at the top with some stud shooters. You just push down on the back right here, and the stud shoots out just like that. And at the top of the bike, you have the sail piece, which is quite similar to the sails that come in the Catamaran Sea Battle. I think this is cool because while obviously this is a bike, you can very easily use the sail to create your own custom Lloyd catamaran. And I appreciate that they give you the ability to do that. I would have preferred if this was a catamaran instead of a bike because we've gotten a Lloyd bike before, we haven't gotten a Lloyd boat before. However, this is definitely unique in terms of a bike, and it's far different from the original, so I will give it credit for that. The sail right here on the top of the bike can also be like moved and rotated in a couple of different ways. You can have it go side to side if you want to like indicate that the bike is turning and like the wind resistance is like pushing the sail back. Or you can move the entire sail up or down. Here's the mechanism on the other side. It's fairly simple. You can see it's just on a little Technic pin right there so it could spin. And that entire bit is connected to another Technic pin that allows it to go up or down. This entire like turret and sail section can also be removed. Comes off just like this. There's what the bike looks like without it. It looks odd, like it's a distinctly different look for the bike, but I don't think it looks bad. It could probably use a little bit of customization because obviously the place where the like little turret attaches doesn't look great. But yeah, it just feels like a flatter, more realistic bike. And then here's the little turret section itself. You can imagine this as like a little flyer or like a little mini catamaran for Lloyd. There's studs on the inside right here so you can attach Lloyd or Nia or any other figure you want to them. They attach just like this, and while their face may be covered up a little bit by the sail, you can imagine them using this to like sail in the seas or fly through the air depending on what you want to imagine this as. Personally, I prefer to just keep this on the bike. I just feel as a whole it's very forgettable. The bike's more interesting with the sail on it. Here are the 3 minifigures included in this set. We have the island variants of Lloyd and Nia as well as Rumblekeeper. Nia here is exclusive to this set, and this is the cheapest way to get both Lloyd and Rumblekeeper. The set also comes with the amulet right here. This is the collectible for this way, though it comes in every single set, so this is the cheapest way to get it. It's still molded in gold and transparent, and it's got like this dragon face on it. Really cool looking design, and it's a fun collectible. But it comes in every set this way, so it being in this set is nothing all too special. However, I guess it is significant that this is the cheapest way to get it. Lloyd is the focus of this wave, and it shows in this minifigure. He definitely has the most detail put into him, as well as a new face print, which we'll take a look at when I take the figure apart. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this design for Lloyd, though. I really like the colors used on him. I like how his torso and legs are in dark green, and his arms are in bright green rather than the other way around, which it tends to be. This like yellowish greenish color in the torso that's used is also quite cool, and I like the gold used in these little buckle pieces right there. Very cool design, looks very like wilderness and island islandy, which is exactly what it's going for, so that makes sense. Nia here I expected to be my favorite figure of this wave, and I still really like her, but some of the other ones I preferred in person to her. However, she's still one of my favorites. I absolutely adore this figure. I think the main thing holding this one back for me is the lack of a metallic aspect to it, because it has some like slight metallic bits. That buckle right there is metallic, that little symbol in the corner is metallic, but that's about it. Well, a lot of the other Ninja have like metallic printing that runs all throughout, but I love the abundance of blue here. I think this suit perfectly combines the blue and the dark silver for Nia, because most of her ninja suits are dark silver with just the slightest touch of blue, and while those look great, those are some of my favorite ninja suits ever, I love this combination. It's like an equal parts silver and blue, because the torso and legs are silver, but the mask and arms are blue, and this has got blue printing all throughout the torso and legs. I love the shaping on the torso and legs too, it's just such a cool design. And getting the half mask and cyan is cool too. We got it in the Zane versus pack before, but it's cool to see it on Nia and it fits her far better. My main complaint with her is the lack of a headband and the fact that her like actual hairband up here is still silver. I don't mind that she didn't get it like a proper new headband like Lloyd, but I would have appreciated if they like reprinted this to be cyan just like the rest of her outfit, because the silver up here feels a little out of place with everything else. Rumble Keeper right here is probably the least interesting of the Keeper minifigures, but that doesn't bother me too much, because it is nice to just sometimes get generic villains, and in a $20 set like this, the fact that we even get 2 ninja is nice. And I do like the shield piece on him. That doesn't come in every set this wave, but it's a really nice looking print with like a variety of colors and like really nice detail. I love the yellow mix with the blue, and this creature design on the front of it looks great. Real quick, I'm going to point out the weapons here. All the ninja except for Zane use this golden machete piece, just modified a little bit to be unique to each ninja. Lloyd just uses a single machete with a tassel coming off of it, and the Nia has like a dual-bladed machete on like a lightsaber hilt. I do find it a bit silly that they all have different variants than the machete. I think that's a little unnecessary. But as far as the machete variants go, these are fine. Here's how all 3 of these look with everything removed. I like the new face print on Lloyd. He's got these like little face markings, which I'm not a huge fan of those being there, but it is cool just for this wave, and I do plan to rub them off with one of my figures so I can just have the different face print. But I always appreciate when we get new face prints for the ninja, and I like that this is a new expression and not just like a reprint of an old expression. Nia, you can see a little bit more of her torso, and she's got the same like generic face she's had since the movie. And there's Rumble Keeper's face. Rumble Keeper's face I think is the better of the 2 Keeper's faces. I like the dark purple effects on top of the lavender color. He's got those bright orange eyes and then just like this really angry face. And then turning these around, you can see their alternate faces, the back torso prints. Lloyd's alternate face is perfect. I absolutely love that. This face is part of the reason I plan to like rub off the face markings on one of these guys, because I really want that facial expression for just regular Lloyd. I think this works a lot better than like the movie angry face, and I think it's absolutely perfect. Pretty nice back torso print on him too. Again, I like the colors a lot. The design is somewhat interesting with these somewhat like random looking hexagons all over, but I think it works for this design. Nia's is interesting. It kind of reminds me of like the back of a swimsuit, if that makes any sense. Maybe that's a teaser for like the summer wave, I'm not sure, or it just could be a coincidence. But again, I like the colors on her. The silver mix with the blue looks really nice. And the Thunder Keeper's got the same torso as the rest of the Keepers, but he's got these like little lightning effects coming down. I really like the Keeper's like wooden armor, how it feels like very like ancient and tribal. And then he's got these like purple lightning effects on the back of his head, which looks super cool. So overall, would I recommend this set? Listen, I've become a bit disenfranchised on small Ninjago vehicles over the past couple of years. They haven't gotten worse, we've just gotten a lot of them, and I'm just tired of getting the same sets over and over. And that's my biggest issue with this, is that it's another Lloyd bike. But with that being said, it's about as unique as they can get with a Lloyd bike. It's got the sail on the top, and the sand green, and the new wheels. And it's overall a good looking vehicle. It's just vehicles like this don't interest me too much anymore. But that's just me. I know not everyone's like me and has like so many Ninjago sets. And as far as $20 Ninjago vehicles go, this is a pretty good one, I will admit. I don't like how easy it is for it to fall down, but it makes up for that in like how easy it is to play with it in different ways. I like the new wheel pieces. I like the catamaran sail so that you can use it on this bike or you can use it in your own custom build. I think the biggest draw though is for sure the figures. Nia is awesome and she's exclusive to this set, and for only $20 I highly recommend you pick it up just for her. If you're not planning on getting the Jungle Dragon, this is the only way to get Lloyd, and even if you are planning to get the Jungle Dragon, Lloyd's a great figure, so he's nice to get 2 of. And while Rumble Keeper isn't that interesting, he's still nice to get. It's nice to get the shield piece, it's nice to get another generic Keeper, and if you're not planning on picking up many of these sets, just getting the amulet in a $20 set is nice. So while it's not my favorite of the wave, I think it's a solid set, and I think I would recommend it. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As I said at the beginning of this video, I would very much appreciate if you liked the video and subscribed if you're new. I'm doing reviews of all 5 of the March 2021 Ninjago sets, as well as some other really cool stuff coming very soon. So by liking and subscribing, you help support me and the channel, and you'll see all the new stuff as soon as it comes out. But I think that's about all I got to say for this video. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!